BitBoy Crypto.
We can't let anybody else find out who we are. My eyes are up here. I personally would not advise that strategy. Bugs Bunny or Tweety Bird, how to make money in crypto.
Oh, you're killing me.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the People's Channel, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. No channel works harder to keep you in the know about crypto. We come to you live every single day, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is April 6th. It is Wednesday, the beginning of the Bitcoin 2022 conference. As you guys know, I'm down here with the team. We are down here at in Miami right now, getting ready for the conference. Super excited. Nothing better than hanging out with a Bitcoin maxi, or many of them. But guys, in all seriousness, usually the biggest conference of the year, it does tend to lead to some positive price action. If you track consensus, when it was the largest conference all the way to today, where the Bitcoin conference is now the largest, you will see a correlation between price and the conferences. Why? Well, it's a great question. Some people tend to think it's random. Some people tend to think it's, people try to build excitement for these conferences. I mean, the facts are there are many whales at these conferences that are able to move prices, but we're not seeing that today. So today we're going to be taking a look at some news why Bitcoin, we're not seeing that pump. We're going to be taking a look at some Ethereum news, Cardano news, Ripple news, of course, XRP Army, throw it up in the chat. And we're going to take a look at, some companies getting into the Metaverse and stuff like that. So today's video will not be a normal length live stream. We're trying to create ways that we can still do our live stream, in a way that people still are getting the news every day, but at the same time, it's not the standard show and we're out of town. So, be back in the studio next week. So I guess the first thing we got to start with, right? Crypto prices. What is going on right now? We're seeing a dump in the market. Bitcoin in the last 24 hours down almost 5%. Price coming in at 44,845. The overall crypto market still above $2 trillion at 2.06 trillion. Volume staying in the 100 billions. It's 121 billion today, almost 122. We've seen that number, the average volume per day grow quite significantly in the last 2 weeks. We have Bitcoin dominance at 41.4% and ETH dominance now at 19.3%. We want to see that rise to about 20%. We're going to be taking a look at, why that is. Okay. My wife just texted me and said there's so many crypto people here at this conference, or here at the hotel we're staying at. We're staying at, I'm not going to tell you where we're staying. Come on, be for real. Family's on the trip with me, so excited about that. Get to spend some family time at the pool, and, really excited to look into, continue this week. All crypto. Let's do that. Okay, so here we go with the markets. Let's look at the biggest gainers of the day. STEPN continuing to move 15%. We talked to you about what STEPN is. It's a way to track your fitness. And then everything else is down. Everything else is down today, led by Scale Network down 17%, Thorchain, Waves. Celo Waves had some FUD. I know Wendy talked about it yesterday. Down about 15% for all of those. Moonbeam making an appearance in the top 100, but now it's down 13.8%. Icon, ITEX, everything down massively today. And are we seeing the disappointment that people were expecting in pump this week, and now we're not getting it? Maybe some excitement was built in. I'm not saying it's logical that, crypto prices should rise during a big conference. I could make an argument for it, but it also doesn't surprise me that it's not happening. Keep in mind, though, the conference actually starts today. So, tomorrow and Friday are the main days. We'll see what happens. But a little history lesson for you guys. Going back to 2019, when we were in a bear market, we were super excited. For a big pump that was coming in May when consensus was happening, and we absolutely did not get it. What we actually saw is, we saw that was the last gasp of the market. And so the price had gone back up to about $10,000 right before the conference. We didn't get any kind of pump. And then after that, prices slowly went down. And before you knew it, 2 months later, we were at $6,000, kind of the standard price for the bear market. In 2019, the 6,000, we were at most of the back half of the year. We did have the one drop down to 3,200 that occurred in December due to the hash wars between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV. So, it kind of led to things really starting to tumble and starting to fall. So keep in mind, we could potentially be saying that. We've told you guys we feel confident, more confident that it's going up than it's going down further over the last few weeks. That can change very quickly. And if we were to drop back below $40,000, then you might want to start looking at some similarities between now and 2019. All right, checking out the news today. Let's start with Bitcoin. So why is Bitcoin dropping? Observers cautious for Bitcoin as U.S. inflation-adjusted bond yield hits 2-year high. Typically, rising borrowing costs hurt risk assets, one research firm said. So long and the short of it, here's what they said. Another big leg up for gold and Bitcoin will likely occur when yields stop rising. We are not there yet. So something to watch is the bond markets. And of course, the bond markets, directly tied to what's going on with the Fed. Now, Bitcoin drops below $46,000 after hawkish comments from 2 Federal Reserve officials. Now, hawkish comments means they're looking to be aggressive with cutting rates, as we know they've been already. On Tuesday, concern about inflation in the U.S. expressed by 2 Federal Reserve officials appear to cause losses in both U.S. stock market and crypto market. So this is generally what you can point to and say, this is kind of what's going on, why the prices are dropping. According to Lael Brainerd, he said, and he's an economist who's been on the Federal Reserve Board since 2014, currently inflation is much too high and is subject to upside risk. Duh. Oh, this is breaking news. The Federal Open Market Committee or FOMC, is prepared to take stronger action if indicators of inflation and inflation expectations indicate such action is warranted. A lot of doublespeak here. The FOMC will continue tightening monetary policy methodically through a series of interest rate increases. Let's see here if there's anything other significant here. The long and the short of it is, like I said, they're looking to raise rates. They're getting aggressive with what they're saying. But at the end of the day, there's only so much they can do. We've got this long tail problem we've been talking about of inflation, short tail problem of cutting rates. And, generally, we're going to see those two cross. And it's going to be bad. It's going to lead to a recession. We all know that's coming. Is it going to be this year? It's going to be next year. It's going to be 5 years from now. Who knows? I'm not giving you guys dates on any of this, but it does look like this is going to be where we're heading. So let's talk about something exciting. Let's talk about Ethereum. Large cap altcoin replacing Bitcoin as driver of the crypto market trend, according to Glassnode co-founder. So what we're seeing is we're seeing Ethereum start to rise up and take the lead of the market again, which is good. When Ethereum is leading the market is extremely bullish. When Bitcoin is leading the market, then everything is kind of at the whim of Bitcoin. We would like to see that change at some point. So co-founders Jan Happel and Jan Alleman of Glassnode said, looking back to the first time since 2021, we can see a trend of Bitcoin losing its position as the key driver behind the crypto space, especially when comparing the performance between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and top 20 traded coins. Ethereum has come back to the forefront as news of a successful merge on the Kiln testnet made the estimated June merge more realistic. So it's looking like we're on schedule. This is really big over the summer, as we could be potentially, looking at some explosive price action for Ethereum. It's starting to lead the market. But then we've got the value of Ethereum. Where is the value of Ethereum? We do know that Bitcoin has some similar metrics that shows what it should be worth versus what it is right now. The Mayer multiple, I believe it is what that is. But Bloomberg is now saying Ethereum right now today should be worth $6,000, and it's not. So what does that tell you? It tells you at $3,200, $3,300 where Ethereum is today could be a massive opportunity. And people are really, asking me, like, is it a good time to buy? Can't tell you for sure. Best thing you can do is dollar cost average. Start getting 1 ETH at a time or $500 of ETH at a time, and do it on a regular schedule, and you'll be protected. But why are they saying it has this valuation? They're factoring in this merge. This merge is going to move Ethereum from proof of work to proof of stake. Is going to be so massive. Number one, the climate crazies aren't going to be able to talk about it anymore. They still will, even though it'll be 99.7%, less carbon footprint when it moves to proof of stake. Those folks. But the fact is, what this is going to do for the inflation of Ethereum, taking it from 4.3% to 0.4%, that's going to be incredibly large. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So Ethereum revenue is also on the rise. So now transaction fees have spiked to $9.8 billion. Guys, we just all know where this is going with Ethereum. The value should be around $6,000 right now. It's at 3,300. It's big. We also have now Goldman Sachs launching over-the-counter Ethereum options. So how about that? Another big player coming to the game with Ethereum. And not only that, but we also have a new token standard for Ethereum. ERC20s are the main tokens that are created on the Ethereum network. You also have ERC, always mess this up, I think ERC 755 and ERC 1121. Those are your basic NFT token standards. These allow the creation of non-fungible tokens. ERC20 are fungible tokens. But there's a new one. It's the ERC 4626. And this is a token that specifically is going to be integrated into DeFi protocols. So now we're getting a DeFi type of yield-bearing token. Absolutely amazing to see what's going on with that. This could cause a huge resurgence once it's integrated into DeFi. We did have the DeFi summer of 2020. If you think about that, that was basically the summer right after the halving. Maybe we shape up for, right after the Bitcoin halving, we get a summer of DeFi in 2024. Which, by the way, guys, we are very close to the exact halfway point between the two halvings. And we do have a Bitcoin halving video coming out for you guys, I think, this weekend, if you are interested in what that is. It's the main driver of the Bitcoin price. So some of you probably want to know. Ripple, we'll get Ripple news. XRP Army, where you at? Throw the X up. Ripple versus SEC. And don't forget to like this video, guys. If you enjoy that every single day we come to you, even if we're out of town, make sure to smash that like button. Today, Ripple versus SEC, court orders plaintiff to submit redaction. So here's kind of what's going on with this. It's the latest in the case. Judge Netburn, the magistrate court judge, she said the SEC has to submit all of its suggested redactions for an in-camera review. And so they're supposed to do it by April 8th. So basically what it is that the deliberative process privilege does not apply to every single thing that the SEC wants it applied to. So they want to cover up everything. They want to hide every single thing. You can't see anything. And Judge Netburn said, nope, you're going to explain why you want all these redacted. And then Ripple's going to actually get the chance to follow up on that and say whether or not they want anything redacted. So far, Ripple has not challenged anything that the SEC has redacted. Why would they? Ripple believes that the more that's out there in the open, the better chances there is for a settlement and for them to win. We got Cardano marking a new all-time high of number of holders. I would know you wish it was the price. The number of Cardano holders now is sitting at 5.1 million. We know over 70% of all the tokens are staked. That is why it's really hard for me to tell you that Cardano is not going to explode in price at some point. I know it's been very disappointing. Reason for that will be institutions have been getting in. They've been suppressing the price. Cardano, is up there with the top coins, and yet we haven't seen that price explosion that we wanted yet. Maybe the market ain't going in the right direction. We also have Cardano, Polkadot, and Solana ETPs, or exchange-traded products, debuting on Europe's largest stock exchange. So more ways for those institutions to get in, just exactly what I was telling you. Now, the new Bitcoin Billionaires List, or Crypto Billionaires List, was released. Who's number one? Well, we all know CZ is number one, the CEO of Binance. I've been told his net worth is somewhere around 120 billion, regardless of what they're telling you. They're telling you it's like 90 billion, I think, but it's much more than that. Second, we have FTX and CEO of, FTX founder and CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried. He's next with $24 billion in net worth, supposedly. According to this article, they call him the crypto Robin Hood because he's going to give a sizable percentage of his money to charity. The reason why Vitalik is not on this list is because he does exactly that. So keep that in mind. Coinbase CEO, Uncle Brian Armstrong, he has a net worth of, it doesn't say what his net worth here is, but it says the Coinbase value is $100 billion. We know he has the top stockholder in that. Gary Wang, this is one I'd never heard of. Gary Wang, co-founder and CTO of FTX, next on the list. Michael Saylor on the list. He's got an estimated net worth of $1.6 billion. And there's a few other people you probably haven't heard of. Next, we got Starbucks entering the Metaverse. Would you like a venti? I refuse to say that. I say large. You ask me what I want at Starbucks? I say large or medium or extra large. I refuse to play their creative game, Italian sizes. No, this is America. Sorry. Starbucks will be entering the Metaverse, and they think they've got an opportunity to build a gigantic NFT platform. They said no company has the heritage of Starbucks. Is that really true? I don't know. You got a freaking mermaid. It's a big deal. I don't hate Starbucks. I'm going to tell you. I will stop at a Starbucks and I will drink there. I just refuse to play their sides game. All right, corporate America continuing flocks to the metaverse with a combined $1 trillion valuation. Here are some brands that are coming to the metaverse right now. Ralph Lauren, Chevron, McDonald's, Monster, Colgate, WWE, Levis, I have no idea what that is, Playboy, only for the articles. A lot of people may not know this, but Playboy actually stopped doing nude pictures many years ago. They said they couldn't compete with Maxim that did something similar but wasn't nude, and they don't do that anymore. So the only reason you would pick up a Playboy now is actually, ironically, for the articles. McDonald's, Victoria's Secret, I mean, basically all these companies jumping into the metaverse. It's a great advertising opportunity for them. So we'll see what happens there with the metaverse. Very excited. We got Meta Money. If you guys want to check more about the metaverse, you guys can head on over there to the BitBoy Crypto YouTube page, scroll down to suggested channels. We got all of our channels for you guys. We cover metaverse, trading with Frankie Candles. We got NFT Alpha, BitBoy Bits, the short version of the show. So make sure to do that, guys. I got to head on out to the conference. This conference can't get started without BitBoy Crypto and the team. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.